In this session, we are going to see trial balance. So what is trial balance? So first we'll understand what is trial balance. A trial balance is a statement showing the balance of total of debts and creditors of all the accounts in the ledger. It helps to the preparation of your financial statements such as profit and loss account, balance sheet, and a cash flow statements. In the trial balance and a balance of various accounts, which is debit balance and a credit balance, are listed in your sheet or a statement at the end of the accounting period. So this trial balance will be prepared at the end of the financial period. So we'll see how it will be prepared in Tally Prime. So we have already created a new company in the name of Creative Business Solutions, and we have passed some transactions. So if you want to see a trial balance in this company, you can go to display, trial balance. Your trial balance will be opened. So you'll be getting all your main groups in the first screen of your trial balance, and it shows a closing balance, debit side as well as credit side, and the same thing will be posted to your P&L and even your balance sheet. So if you have observed a capital account, loan and current liabilities, this will go to your balance sheet in the liabilities side, which means in the left hand side, and we have some small gap in this. And next we go with fixed asset and current asset, and if it is a suspense, it goes, usually will not give a suspense in a financial report, it has to be cleared. If it is there, according to this suspense will be entered in either liability side or in a asset side. So this fixed asset, current assets will go with asset side, and your sales and purchase will go with your trading account, and your indirect income and expenses will go with your profit and loss account. So altogether it is a summary of your financial statement. So this is the first statement which will be prepared by any accountant. By seeing this, we'll prepare a trading account, P&L and even a balance sheet. So in Tally Prime, no need to give any extra effect to prepare this report. So as per the groupings and as per the transactions what you have passed, according to that your trial balance will be prepared. So if you want to see even opening balance and the closing balance both together, you can go with F12 configuration and you can enable option called show opening balance as yes, and you can accept the screen. So you'll be getting opening balance, debit and credit, as well as closing balance, debit and credit. So if you see, you are getting a debit in closing balance like 1,28,729 rupees in closing balance debit side. The same is not showing in opening balance debit side, which means there is a transaction has been taken place between 1st April to 8th March. So if you want to see even those transactions, you can go to F12 configuration and you can enable show transactions as yes, and you can accept the screen, so that you'll be getting a transaction details as debit and credit, but you'll be getting a net balance of your opening and closing balance. And even if you want to go with net transaction balance also, you can go with F12 configuration and you can enable net transactions only as yes, so that you'll be getting only 3 columns: opening balance in one column, either it may be a debit or a credit, it shows in a opening balance, debit and credit total, and net transaction is also showing in one column, and even the closing balance. So next we go with F12 configuration. We'll disable opening balance, transactions also, and you can enable show percentages as yes, and you can accept the screen, so that whatever the total amount you have in a trial balance, it takes this as a base. According to this, the percentage will be calculated, like capital account divided by total value of your trial balance into 100 will be your percentage. So this is how you can calculate a percentage here. So next we go with type of grouping. So at present we are seeing group wise. If you go with ledger wise, so whatever the ledgers you have created, everything will be listed over here, and it shows each and every ledger closing stock value as per the alphabetic order. So we go with group wise itself, but we'll see in detailed. The format of report will be in detailed. So if you go with details, what happens? You will be getting a main groups and a subgroup of your tally prime, and it gives you the net effect. So next we go with option called show base currency as yes, so that in the top of your trial balance it shows on which currency you have maintained your account. It is showing as rupees. Similarly, you can go with F12 and you can enable shorting method. If you go with A to Z, for example, so I just disable this in detailed format so that we can understand in better way. So we go with consolidated alphabetic A to Z, so that if you see a report, it is getting a C letter first, capital, current asset and current liabilities, then fixed asset, indirect expenses, indirect income, loan, purchase, sales, and even suspense. It is showing a report in alphabetic order rather than a profit and loss account, trading account, assets and liabilities are group wise. So if you go with F12 again, and if you see a default option, what it shows first our liabilities, then assets, and then trading. At the last we get a profit and loss account. So this is how the reports will be seen in trial balance. So we have an option called auto column also. So if you go with auto column, you can see a trial balance monthly, daily, fortnightly, half yearly, monthly again, quarterly, weekly, and even yearly. So we go with monthly and show total columns. We go with yes, so that altogether we get a 12 month trial balance, which means we are getting a trial balance on monthly basis, and altogether we are getting a total column also, because we have enabled the option called yes for total column as yes in F12 configuration. So this is how you can see a reports in Tally Prime. Thank you.